Welcome to the Been There Doing That podcast. I'm Robert Scrivener.
And I'm Gayla Scrivener.
We left the 9-to-5 grind, downsized, and our goal is to have freedom to live and to work from just about anywhere.
Welcome to another episode of the
Been There Doing That podcast.
Excellent. It has been just a
whirlwind of activities.
It sure has. And, in a few podcasts back, we had alluded to a story that we really didn't elaborate on.
And what would that be?
Well, it was what I'm going to call our phone case fiasco.
The phone case fiasco.
Yeah, I think that's a good name for it.
Well, let's start right there then.
Okay. Well, it was the end of February.
Yes, it was.
On a weekend night, and I was like, oh, our anniversary's coming up.
Really darn quick.
Really darn quick. And I had something in mind for a little while, but I kept putting it off. And so one night I interrupted your ham time, your radio time.
Yeah.
Because I had on my screen the start of what I wanted to give you as a gift.
Mm-hmm. All sneaky-fied.
I was all sneaky-fied, but then I kind of chickened out a little bit because I was like, oh no, what if I picked the wrong thing? What if he doesn't like it? What if, just got a whole bunch of what ifs. So I sweetly said,
can you come over here? You mind joining me in my office?
Yes, join me in my office.
Step into my office.
And you came over and I brought up my screen and I had on my screen, what did you see? You don't remember?
I know this answer. It was phone cases.
It was.
Yes.
It was a phone case template that I had downloaded because what I wanted to give you for our anniversary was a Been There Doing That phone case for your iPhone 7.
Yes.
And it had our logo on it, and I thought it would be cool to have a Jeep photo on it. So I had probably 6 different photos that I had scrounged up with the Jeep on there, and you helped me with the one that you really wanted.
Well, the one that I really liked, yes.
Yes. And
I like them all, but...
Exactly. But when you chop some of the Jeep off on the phone case and everything, you found the one that you really liked.
Yeah. There we go.
And I decided that you couldn't have all the fun because you couldn't have just a phone case, and I really wanted a phone case too.
So you got yourself a phone case.
Yes, and mine was different. Mine was
different
a little
picture.
Different picture. It was at...
And an iPhone 6 instead of an iPhone 7.
Yes, because I inherited your old iPhone.
Yeah, I converted you.
Begrudgingly, but I can be bilingual.
Yeah.
With Android and iPhone and be just fine. I can adapt.
You are overcoming and adapting.
Yes. Are you proud of me?
I am, actually.
All right.
Speaking both languages.
Yes.
That's the bilingual part, isn't it?
So it was like on a Friday night or Saturday night or something that I ended up ordering the phone cases from this company that I was debating on putting some of their products onto our website with Been There and Doing That on there and stuff like that. But I thought, well, let's see what the quality is and get this order in.
And how did that work? Was it rather easy?
Well, they're
simplified or
their website is a little clunky and
not user friendly then.
Not as user friendly as some others, and not as aesthetically pleasing, I guess you could say. But that, regardless of that, the flow does not work well, and it's not very intuitive on where you find the information you need.
Uh-huh.
But they seem to be a good company. I had bought T-shirts from them before and had been pleased, and so I wanted to get the phone cases. So I did the template in Photoshop and sent them.
Is that what they asked for?
Yeah, I read the instructions.
Okay, because
after
I wasn't
it.
in on the setup of this.
I know you weren't. I read instructions and I downloaded their template. And what was cool, it was a PNG file so that you could have some transparency. And then what you did was you loaded that into Photoshop and then layered the photo that you wanted and then moved it around so that you knew where your photo was going to be cut off.
You could see it kind of laid out over it.
Yeah.
Aha.
And then you could place the logo that we have, and then you could see if it was centered or if you wanted it off-centered or how big you wanted it and all of that stuff. So I did the whole order, and your phone is an iPhone 7, and I had a different template for yours than my iPhone 6 because there's just slight differences.
Just a very slight difference.
They're the same size, but your camera hole is bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And the iPhone 7 does not have a earphone jack anymore.
That is correct.
And the iPhone 6 still does. So I think
the
you
bottom
have
part of it
the
is,
bottom part. I think you have 2 speakers down there on the bottom.
I don't know.
It looks a little different.
It does. It is different.
So I uploaded that and let the order go, just thinking, okay, we're going to get this after our anniversary because our anniversary is the very beginning of March. It was March 2nd.
Yes. Making sure you knew that.
Yes. And then on our anniversary, actually, our anniversary day, the package came. So I was super excited. My hopes and
it all came right there.
Yes,
to the RV.
Yes. It was mailed right to us, and it didn't take too long, about a week, and I was excited, and my hopes were high.
Yeah. And you got it. And you did what?
Well, we came in and I said, "Oh, look what we got." And then we opened the plastic package, and we had 2 cardboard packages. And so I gave you one and I had one, and we ripped it open. It was like Christmas.
Yeah. And then you went.
My bubble was blown. Oh, I was so disappointed.
And then I opened mine and I deflated.
Yes. What happened was when we opened our packages, the image looked like a negative, not a regular picture, but it looked like
looking through a 35 millimeter negative, film negative, not
and,
a positive.
I mean, it kind of looks cool, but it wasn't what we ordered.
No, nothing like what the picture was that you sent them.
No. So then I started doubting myself and was wondering, did I upload something wrong? Did I give him the wrong file type? And I looked through all the instructions and I couldn't find where I went wrong. So I sent in a support ticket, I guess you could say, because I finally found on their website where I could send in a support ticket, and told them and took a picture of what it looked like and told them what we got and asked them, did we do something wrong? This just doesn't seem right. And by the way, all this communication, Robert, I was doing, but it was your name. It was all under your name.
That's why I was getting emails.
Yes. I made the order under you.
Make me look good like I sent you something on our anniversary.
That's true. But, and I used that to my advantage.
Yeah.
So what they did, they were super nice and said, "Oh, let me reprocess this for you." And they did. And at about a week later, we got another package. So I was excited yet again because it's like, okay, now we can rip it open. And you ripped yours open, and it was
fabulous.
It was beautiful.
Fabulous.
It looked great.
Fit my phone perfect.
Fit your phone.
Looked good.
The image was beautiful, and I was like, all right, now I opened mine.
And?
Oh, so disappointed. Mine looked like a negative again.
2 times in a row.
2 times in a row.
But they got mine right.
Yes. So you got to put yours on your phone and enjoy it.
And it's been there ever since.
And I was so sad.
Couldn't use it.
So I let
you could use it, but it's just not what you ordered still.
It still was not what I
still
ordered.
Looked like a film negative.
Yes. So.
You took a picture.
Took a picture and sent them a little note. And
took a picture of all 4 of them together.
Well, at first, I just took a picture of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked for a picture of all 4, so I did. And sent that to them. And they said, well, okay, well, do you want your money back or do you want us to reprocess it?
And you said?
Well, I'd really like to have
what you ordered.
What I ordered. And so they went ahead and reprocessed. And another week and a half went by because they were sending notes back and forth to the production department and
seeing what might have went wrong.
Yeah, it took a little bit longer. It wasn't just a week. It was a little bit longer. And we finally got another package. And I was kind of not confident, but I was hopeful.
And?
We opened the package, and I was excited because the images on both of them looked beautiful.
Yes.
They were so great. And
I didn't even order another one.
No. Why on earth? Because we just said we just needed that one, mine for the iPhone 6.
And they
to be
reprocessed. Both of them.
But they went ahead and did the whole complete order. And so we had 2 of your image and then one of the image that I wanted. And I was super excited because they were so beautiful. And we had them laid out and then almost immediately, after kind of looking and admiring the images, you said something.
They got the images swapped.
Yes. I was like...
The image you wanted was on my phone case that I didn't even order this time. And the image that I had on mine was on the iPhone 6. Yes. Which was your case.
Which... I guess we could have had matching phones, but no, I don't want
Still
that.
Not what you ordered.
It's not what I ordered. And I was sad. Now, I did...
And that's the 3rd time.
That was the 3rd time. And I debated whether to even address it or not. But at this point, I was like, I gotta. It wasn't what was ordered. And the image that was ready for my phone case was so pretty and I really wanted it. Granted, it does fit on the iPhone 6.
Yeah.
But I could not use the earphones because it wouldn't plug in all the way.
Because the bottom's different between the 6 and the 7 iPhone.
Yeah. And I was just sad. Sad. It was an anniversary gift that I bought for myself.
Yeah, using my email.
Well, I did use that to my advantage because I said, I was speaking for you, and I said, really, guys, I had gotten this for my wife for our anniversary, and it's still not right. I don't know if that helped any.
I don't know either.
But
it sounded good, though.
I tried to put the sympathy card in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just throw it in and see if it worked.
Yeah. And
what did you do after that? Since I wasn't supposed to know about this anyway.
Yeah, but you were involved from the very beginning.
I was and forgot.
And forgot. But I sent yet another support ticket and didn't really get an answer because I said something about we're probably, or in your voice.
You're probably the last people you want to hear from.
Yes. We are probably the last people you want to hear from, but this is what happened. And I showed him a picture of all 6.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get a response for a while. And so I let it go for, I don't know, half a week or so.
Somebody was out of the office,
I guess so.
What the email said.
Yeah. And so we waited a week and a half before they got back to us, and they said, "Do you want your money back, or would you like it reordered?"
And you said,
"I'd like to have what I ordered." But I was very specific on your behalf.
Uh-huh.
All we need is the iPhone 6 case. We have one of the iPhone 7 that is correct. Only reprint the iPhone 6. I mean, my goodness, I felt bad for him because it wasn't that expensive, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, to get 2 cases.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're on our set of, the 4th set.
Yeah, 4th set.
So that's 8.
8 phone cases.
They were not making any money on this.
They can't be.
And at one point in this whole conversation, I was like, something has to be in your production department.
Quality control.
Exactly. Attention to detail.
Somebody has to touch it. Some person has to touch that and say, that don't look right.
I would think so.
Does this look like what they ordered?
I just can't imagine. And I may be wrong here. There may be some really great machines out there that go from the computer, print the phone case, and then it automatically boxes and bags it, and then you send it out.
Without a human seeing it.
But if it's been wrong 3 times, even twice, don't you think that somebody might need to look to see? Because if this is happening to us on a consistent basis, why would not, I mean, it would lead me to think that it would happen to
somebody
others.
Else, yeah.
And I'd been debating whether to even say the company's name or not.
And?
I'm still debating.
Okay.
But they were nice. I just think that they have issues in their production. And I don't know how they're going to stay in business if, my gosh, having 4 sets of phone cases. I know that they lost money on this.
Yeah.
Even if they get these in bulk to print on, I know that they... And
the ink or whatever it's printed with, I'm sure is not cheap.
And there's labor involved, I'm sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's all the machine, but surely the leasing of the machine and running of the machine would cost more than our 2 phone cases did. So, going back around, we were anxiously awaiting our 4th set. And I was expecting to just get the iPhone 6. And then
we get it and open it, and there's 2.
There's 2. Why did they print yours again? I don't know. But I opened mine, and I was super excited.
'Cause
I finally have my right phone case. It's beautiful. But then we opened the other one.
Just to see if they sent you 2.
Just to see what's going on. And what happened, Robert?
Well, they printed mine again, which we did not ask for.
No.
And it was wrong. It was like a negative.
It was like a negative. It's crazy.
So they sent me 2 extra phone cases that didn't even need to be. If they would have paid attention to the email. Exactly. They could have saved 2 phone cases in printing.
And all that heartache and everything. So in all this whole drama of this, and I'm not really angry. I'm just kind of like
not trustworthy of their product.
No, I can't put their products on our website.
Aha.
I just can't, because I don't know how they're going to come out
on the other
end if they're not consistent in their production. Mm-hmm. They're consistently inconsistent.
Consistently wrong.
We have a set of good cases that look nice. Uh-huh. And so I have one of your image and you have one of my image, and then vice versa. That gets all confusing.
It does.
And then we have 4 cases that look like negatives that,
we could use as Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess if
Examples?
Examples
Of what not's right?
You'll have to go over to the show notes of this episode because I included the image that we were sent to the company as a follow-up. I'm not asking them for anything else. Bless their hearts. They've printed enough phone cases, and I eventually got what I ordered.
On the 4th time.
But I think that it's important. Us as a business owner, I think that it's important for them to understand that they need the feedback of even the last order was not what it was originally ordered.
It was over a month and a half.
Yes, it was.
From the first time we went into order till we actually got something right at the very end.
Mm-hmm. And
there was 3 times in between that were wrong.
There was never, ever one complete right order.
We thought there was.
But
until we looked at the phone cases. They had them swapped on the images.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I want, if you're listening to this podcast, which
chances are you made it this far, you probably are.
You probably are. So hop over to the show notes and look at the image, and we kind of notated the image to show you the transition or how everything came about.
First order, second order, third order, and final order.
Mm-hmm. They were very nice with their customer service. And I guess I've been taught, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I found kind of humor in the whole situation.
And why is that? How is that?
I don't know. In a weird sense of way, it's like, I think the humor was more of myself. I got my hopes set really high, and then I was deflated almost every time.
Well,
that might have been the humor.
That could be it.
But then I'm puzzled on how a company could get it wrong so many times. And I am grateful that their customer service they were nice. And bless their heart, they kind of did what I asked. They did some unnecessary work and expense, I think, each time, because they did not read carefully what our request was, because it was just unnecessary to print both each time. So.
Yeah, well, yeah. You think they learned anything?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
I don't know, but what do you think? Should we... Well, it's kind of like a review, so maybe we should tell the company.
The phone cases are nice.
Yes.
I like them. They fit well.
They're good quality.
Exactly. Good quality. The buttons, everything works. The power button, the volume up and down. You can fit your headphone jack in there, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And you can plug in the charger with no problem. So you don't have to take it out of the case to charge.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks good.
Yes.
It just took forever to get the right ones.
Mm-hmm. And the company's name, should I go ahead and reveal?
Why not?
It's called Printaura. It's printaura.com. And it's a neat company to where you can order customized products like t-shirts and phone cases and coffee cups and things like that. And you can have your own images on there and just order one at a time. And what's cool is that they have the option to where you can have t-shirts and such on your website. But like I said at the very beginning, their website's a little hard to navigate, and to connect it with your website for a shopping cart, so that you can have folks, if they wanted been there doing that t-shirt, for example, and if they wanted to order one, that on the back end for us, for our web design, it's a little clunky to get that all situated.
Mm-hmm.
And I was planning on using Printaura for all of our stuff, because we have stuff for sale now on our website, which is great. But I decided because of this phone case fiasco not to use Print Aura. Instead, I'm using a different company called Printful.
And?
I really like the interface with our website. We use WooCommerce for that. And, if you're not into, website design and shopping cart stuff and all of that, website development stuff, you may not know what I'm talking about. But for those that do know what WooCommerce is and all, it's pretty cool. And so we're using Printful, which we have gotten some products from them and have had flawless ordering. So I'm really excited about that. And I do believe that they have phone cases. I could have gone to them for the phone case, but I think I just hung in there with Print Aura just to see it through.
Just to see what the outcome was.
Yes. Again, those poor...
Never got it right.
Those poor individuals, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I just felt, bless their heart, they just did not want to hear from us every week for the last month and a half. So, I just thought it was good to do a little review on a company and a little, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't upset through the whole process or mad at the company. It's just something I sat back and was like, huh.
No quality control.
Fancy that. Yeah. Makes you sit back and say, But wanted to share that with everybody. Maybe it would help or maybe humor people. I don't know. We are glad that you joined us today. And why don't you wrap it up, Mr. Scrivener?
Where can they find us at, Gayla?
How about they can contact us at podcast@beentheredoingthat.com.
And our website is?
beentheredoingthat.com.
Where can they find us on Instagram?
I don't know. You're in charge of that.
Been there doing that.
You are on there all the time.
All the time.
Guys, if I'm not so much, except by, I don't know, by association.
Proxy.
I guess.
Default. I
sit next to you and say, what you looking at? And you're Instagramming. And
yep.
I see a lot of neat things on Instagram just by sitting next to you.
Yeah. Well, think if you had your own.
Well, I do, but I don't get into it as much.
Where can they find us on Facebook?
How about Been There Doing That?
That's it.
Excellent. Until next time.
We'll catch you later.